to go school. You know what it make? You don't know. Sometimes the time for the election, then go say, public transport not for run. This na big challenge for you. Remember, if you tap na Kalbaton and then you dey walk na Lomley, how you go able for go and vote na that side? You go able for waka? The answer na no. So, no make that mistake there. As them blow the whistle, when they say, hey, today na the 3rd of September for begin the voter registration. Do ya try by all possible means for register na the center where they near you house. So the day when they go say for voting, whether Mutuka deal, Mutuka not deal, not to you business. You dey go serve na morning, vote, return back na you house. So you see, if you make this mistake, the possibility go they say you no go vote 2023. So waiting at this yagba now for say me party go continue for then a power or me party go return a power if I'm not able for vote. You want vote, they change the whole situation.
Papa, you been tell we say that we trust the process, but man, let's call out the progress of the process. Wearing suit and tie, man dirty character. Thief man they all a thief, now the system matter. Whoa, yeah. Papa, you been tell we say make we trust the process, but man, let's call out the progress of the process. Wearing suit and tie, man dirty character. Thief man they all a thief, now the system batter. Rasta man, me know every cock and bull. Me represent green, white and blue. That's what me have to do. Then meet the water dirty, then know it make it settle, and then jump inside. Then the dirty and more. Thief man they all a thief, now the system batter. Salon they go bien. Who that now we go believe? Oh, wrong side life we dey live so. I say na the capside life we dey live. Oh, I say na the wrong side life we dey live so. It's just a capside life we dey live now, yeah. Oh now, whoa, 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 yeah. Papa, you been tell we say make we trust the process, but man, let's call out the progress of the process. Wearing suit and tie, fantastic character. Thief man they all a thief, now the system batter. Rasta man, me know every cock and bull. Me represent green, white and blue. That's what me have to do. When I meet the water dirty, you know it make it settle, and then you jump inside. You dirty and more. Thief man they all a thief, now the system batter. Salon they go be it. Who that now we go believe? Oh, wrong side life we dey live. Sorry say na sana say na sorry, yeah. Wrong side life we dey live so. Why? Oh now. Wrong side life we dey live so. I say na the capside life we dey live, you know. Yeah, man. Real wrong side life, you know. So frustrating, you know. When you hope say things should be better, and then you see some funny, nasty things happening, you know, that continues to render the country backward. It's frustrating. You know, that's why sometimes some of us sing songs of this nature to see how much we can educate the masses and really try to make people have a positive mindset, because sometimes we blame the politicians, but we the people have the problem, because we celebrate the criminals, and when you celebrate criminals, what else do you expect? They reinforce the behavior, they think what they are doing is It's good. It's legitimate. So we the people sometimes have the problem. We have the problem, we have the problem, and we need to stop celebrating criminals in governance. And until we stop celebrating criminals in governance, we will not come out from this mess up that we are into. Thank you, guys.
That's why we dey ask for solution. Police they kill us, government they burn us, no be lion. Now what thing we go do? Now we dey do. 'Cause if we not stand up, nothing for tomorrow. What thing we go tell our pikin? Say we no fight for our rights. Mama, 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 mama. Why don't they kill us? I beg now what we do. Just because say we don't ask for what they're supposed to do before. Hey, hey, hey. Because we stand for our rights. They want to have our life. Let's keep the fire burning until we see the morning. Mama, pray for us that we may never give up. My voice now waiting I get, now waiting they make me they sing. Mama, pray for me. Mama, 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 mama. Hey, hey, hey.
Banga. I'm in the building. Man fed up, man. They make mumu talk. Pull up the tune. The lighting system so nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
It's so nasty. The water system it just nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
It's so nasty. Just the passage pad up and nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
And the real nasty. See we sweet salon just the nasty. It's sorry.
Do not make one nasty.
To start with salon so nasty. So nasty. This president's government is over nasty. What's in a nasty? Check with parliament if you see nasty. Always them talk, who talk at nasty. We ministers now them body nasty. For shots, call them papa nasty. Judicial system is smelling nasty. Now so nasty. Anti-corruption, them fake and nasty. They make sabi but nasty. We police and soldier, they're all sorry. Cause the system nasty. We footballers, they're over sorry. Cause SLF nasty. The lighting system so nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
It's so nasty. The water system it just nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
That's so nasty. Just the passage pad up and nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
And the real nasty. See we sweet salon just nasty. It's sorry. Do not make one nasty. Entertainers, they not take we serious. That's make we more nasty. Medical facility, it's too rotten. See people they die nasty. Politics that the original nasty. We make salon down nasty. Free education, but me I not see nothing. Planning just they nasty. Some drivers themselves just too nasty. Make for business nasty. See for itself not the most salon sorry. Agri they kill we nasty. What's active that the country up and nasty. Salon just the nasty. Nako fact, no one like corona don't save. Just the eat corona money pa nasty. The advantage that we country it too nasty. You know who that na me pa nasty. The water system it just the nasty. The youth send down against with the nasty. We scaff Graphic wording, then too sorry. The shop tickets man nasty. Salon is sorry, until just they nasty. We sweet salon just they nasty. The lighting system so nasty.
Nasty,
It's so nasty. The water system it just they nasty.
nasty,
That's so nasty. Just the passage pad up and nasty.
nasty,
And the real nasty. See we sweet salon just they nasty. It's sorry, to not make one nasty. The country add up make all man nasty. Them only man add up nasty. All man they grumble, say salon nasty. Salon is full of nasty. Some journalists themselves too nasty. They spread this way nasty. Salon man in Maada too nasty. They hate we say for nasty. 2020 ski kasi nasty. We salon get for nasty. Papa God na everything do ya save we. Save we from this nasty. Men the man fetch simini man fetch men the man. Salon na tribal nasty. You span then this gun like which gun? That one a danger nasty. Me I don't talk down, I fed up with the nasty. The corona nasty. Na eastern na de una can beat me. Una can beat me for me nasty. The lighting system so nasty.
nasty,
It's so nasty. The water system it just the
Hello, we
nasty.
good people. Inside this one big family house. How we all dey do? Well, of course, I know see we all okay in the name of Allah. Well, we people we always dey tell you now. We don't clean, we dey go and watch for the work on Nigeria. And how they go get them now? So they can scatter them for now. Make una self getting them for member. We had it's still not regulator. Well, today we get 3 or more issues them where we get now the basket today. Well, they were them babala and very important. But the first one today, it look like say we sidoya and we ready for can looking gun concerning we brother waiting our Pandemba road with a Muhammad Kamaraimba Mansari. Today, we they can looking gun, but in case the one they all where they hand them they inside. Well, we mean the devil them where they hand them they inside that case day. Because remember say they tell you one word we say if they look for your worst enemy, no go far, look under your foot. You will see them there, but it's still a smile to you, like say it gel you. Well, when I not say we know grab you and not talk about politics, because it look like say the way and manner how politics they go on at Mama Salon, it just don't stand because it don't pass dirty. Famule look like say the salt it won't begin the effects inside the same packets. No doubt we make a talk am. One SLPP supporter or member don't grab tiki one and challenge the big guns them inside the SLPP. He say the way and manner where they go ahead and nominate Fatima Bio, not the normal way. Well, he use one word where he say then pass through the criminal way for nominate Fatima Bio for be the next flag bearer for 2023. And you don't talk about SLPP, we they run on the corruption side. It's still not happening for Ambulem. Another big debt inside Mama Salon. Because the way this government they rule it just sound like say we just they for pay there tomorrow. Say so until we pass your own dunya, we pick it and can't take over back. Knock over of all upon all the babala money them where they can't inside. That plenty money where they get from the airport. It not do now all the money don't done. They don't go ahead and take 1 billion, 1.1 billion, 45 million.
145
billion. Yes, now not doubt me because this is now money business. You can box up and mix up to blame them. Now that kind of debt they knock over. Don't go take again. Who side salon they go? Who side them people where they take we? Now who's kind all where them people there don't come put we? No go no side. Mina Bible Rekablai from the north, the hardest, the toughest warrior with a sharp cutlass. Shembepe no sound.
Banga. I'm in the building. Man fed up, man. They make mumu talk. Pull up the tune. The lighting system so nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
It's so nasty. The water system it just stay nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
That's so nasty. Just the passage pad up and nasty.
Nasty, yeah.
And the real nasty. See we sweet salon just stay nasty. It's sorry.
To not make one nasty.
So start with salon so nasty. So nasty. This president's government is over nasty. What's in a nasty? Check with parliament if you see nasty. Always they talk, who talk at nasty. We ministers now them body nasty. For shots, call them papa nasty. Judicial system.
All right, very, very sorry for that. Very sorry. I think say something just pass. We make that day go off. Anyway, we're very sorry one more time. I think we need to start with this. Yeah, Nakovac so nasty. The hit corona money pa nasty. You see, my brother begin talk about them, so I feel say we need for Rob remote inside the quick one no more because we not get boku thing. Well, for be honest, lad just say this, yeah. The person will post this thing really na strong SLPP person. But I'll tell you one thing about this person. A loving party, that's not no doubt. But some things then they we can come up where if not any other person and not go post anything in there, but it's still the post them. And to be honest, for my heart, at the talk I'm say I can admire the way how this guy can post some things them, you know. Mike Brewer. Sometimes the way how he can talk, where he can want support in party, you know, will like him because he they say that he just get for support in party. But notwithstanding that, when something they go wrong, he can as well say him. So for me, I think say the way how they look at things them, I love him party really, but they try and best for make sure say we know we say a objective, but they try and best for make sure say lay certain things them in place. Yeah. If we move this kind of direction, small, we all, it make we able for move the country one kind of way. You get your party, you love your party, you defend your party, you stand by your party. But one time, you get for the make sure say, waiting wrong, you put them up. Who that need for take action, it take action. So, true, you don't tell why they follow them. You don't really tell. And I don't follow different political platform them, or different people and where they post political things them. And I think say I kind of impressed with the way I deal with things. But now we standing there, let me go to the main issue. You see, now Kovac, now one part the body, then this way no one follow the country go before. And when they say one part the body, I mean he and the government generally. Why I say this? Because the one they already in a Nakovac, now the caretaker now appoints them. And interestingly, they don't confess to it, say most of them get their own position and at the same time go get position again in Nakovac. And what did they happen? We find out say every other time when passenger they enter inside we yard, you get for pay $80. Even as we dey talk so, as long as you not get you corona whatever done, you dey pay that money and now we now one of the few countries we still dey pay that money dey. But we find out, say, this country, we don't get money from EU, from US, from World Bank, from DFID, from whatever. All the donors, they don't pour money inside the country for sake of the same thing where we call corona. They take the money, they spend all pan themselves. If they buy Prado SUV, then pay themselves double salary, sit on an AC, spend and things that were very much irrelevant. Pay themselves big salary. But guess the story part of them. The one they actually where they facing the thing, when they go na the field for make sure say they take on the things them, take care of patients and other things them. The risk allowance, they no get mind give them. But you go get a whole minister, go sit down here and tell we say, then the PM risk allowance will pass in salary where he get as a minister. Then go ask her, waiting at you roll, whose kind of risk where you take for sit down at AC and sit down inside Prado Jeep. He say even for sit down at the office self na risk. But the one that really within a treatment center, testing center, the laboratory, they no know they get the risk allowance. They all every other they try. If not to 6 months, now 1 year. If not to 1 year, now 1 year, 2 months. Who said the thing begin first? From 34. The south side them be the sit down first for wait time, and then begin pull them first. Let you know say Alaki don't begin kind inside. Then pull them. The tick where them be the sit down pass them, they go pregnant teeth. Now, then don't eat all them cup on a day. The other day, let me make this clear. All the other institutions, them, including audit service, where this BNT them, they run after them, say they need from any other money where they get out of, what say outside of the consolidated fund, like then go do any other audits and pay them. All the money that they for go inside the consolidated fund, that one account. NACOVAC, now one of the few we no ever put the money inside the consolidated fund. Then get special accounts. I think GTB, now they open their account. All of the money where they come, they go na that side. Then defend that they say, it don't mean say when they keep another bank, that don't mean say they go inside the one account. So how on earth we get a country bank when they the government, every parastatal for putting your money, you go put on other side. Now money no dey. As we talk so, we get a debt where they don't trust. Then don't eat all the couple. Money no dey. Then go now and go trust 145 billion leons. 145 billion. Over $100 million. Over $100 million where they don't thief. Where they don't go trust back. After where they don't eat plenty money every day. For example, if you just take $80 for example, $80, let's say for the week, let's just make roughly for the week na 100 passenger inside the country. For the week, 100 passenger, $80 times 100 for the week, we get 8,000. Let's say 100 for the week, we will get 8,000. That's for week. So that 8,000 they will get. If you times them by the month, you times them by 4 weeks, you get $32,000. $32,000 for every month from where Corona don't begin. They know they pay the risk allowance to the one they fight them, every other thing. But yet still, then the trust. Well, if they're not they spend, but then the trust, who side that money they go now? Who side that money they go? Why then they go put on a private bank? Why? When they say we all the money then for them a consolidated fund, then for them inside one account. Why? By the way, come on in.
It shock you why they for put on a one account? It shock you?
Well, no, it not shock me for letting them put on a one account. The question is why they refuse for put that one then at the Bank of Salon, then go put on a private bank. Now all that couple they don't, because I like one word where caretaker Bio been talk inside 2018. It said the country gets debt. That tells you that we don't have reserve. But by Burelo, look at no. If you get money, you go trust again. If you trust, that means say the money where you get not do for buy what you want to buy. And when you use them all where you trust, that means say you don't get that, you don't get reserve. Now exactly, I like that scenario there. The way how the caretaker been talking, then days then where it be the campaign. So I know for going to the national debt or the foreign and local debt, but just waiting it talk compared to waiting the go on NACOVAC. If NACOVAC don't trust 145 billion leons, where over $100 million, it means that NACOVAC Coco know it again. So go Chile. Hey brother.
Well, the answer is very simple here. You ask why they forgot put the money in a private account. That for tell you, say, the COVID money where them people have be together, where they be the loot to people them. Now just side hustle money. The way a manner where even they be do another airport they really know say now just side hustle. Upon all that, they get few selected people that will be enjoy that money. They are in the workers them still a government. Now I don't play them videos them day several times. But Salona can't see not for talk the two, we get people already come at you. But if you know you focus, you not just get for time, you not get forget time for them kind of people a day. Because now Kovac, not forget about the money for sure that they get na airports. As I say in a side also. The kind babala money that we don't enter in the name of COVID-19 inside Mama Salon. We yet still, them people are not be able to pay the workers them. Instead, they can't up now, they talk some kind of English, they don't understand. The motorcar, the way they say they use some of the money, go buy, then we go buy the motorcar, they don't know what's not the brand of the motorcar. Now, I them bring somebody na a TV show, whether they say na Prado, whether they say na SUV, that is not so proud na SUV, that is that don't tell you other people are just opportunists there. Most of them are just like waiting and the web say na educated fools them. They don't know it and they not sabi the job functions them way they put there for. Upon all that kind of money there, I tell you just say Salon Italek say if SLPP we the Salon people vote them out. We ready for all this way they go on so for vote them out. Any other government will get for calm. Now, beaucoup patch them go deeper at the moment. Because the whole way SLPP depend dig. Trust me, I'm not sure if they get, if even they go take Joe Biden, the couch and a Salon, he's not able to combat that situation in 10 years' time. I always tell you, Nanaya say, the news them all they bring so, not just the small one them. The money they all they bring to us, not just the small one them. By the time they wire grab, we try to get the documents where they hide, where nobody not able to get right now. So man they sit on and corner and faint. That I would have left the country. Excuse me. Now would have left the country. Not so who that they argue right now because of empathy, color, or in tribal lines them way it try for achieve. To be honest enough, SLPP, this particular power government, as them call her, they're not even, they take their time, they're not even calling a Salon government. When you watch some of the documents, them,
They say
they
new
say
direction.
the new direction. We can laugh. Yeah? But this is too painful for we as citizens. Having said that, now them begin that too. Not to them begin that. But the way a manner where they can put their own way and their own thing the way they do, it just don't can be the worst of the history where they talk in a salon. You think of who don't get sense now, find one, the Tijan Cabana or the Aneso. This Maada Bio in your regime, it worst past them to regime they are called for you. So if we ask question now, Nakovac, where is the money? Until today, una don't go work for 145 billion yet again. We just jump from the frying pan, we enter the fire. But when you see them, they talk some of them things they are, you get heartless Sierra Leoneans them. We not just know it's in and deeper. They don't know it's in and they support. Some they even support. You not even get idea of what it is support. Some man they cost for politician, you not even get idea of what it is cost for. Some man they rally for politician, you not even know what it is rally for. Just like what they say, can go jump. At the end of the day, when he return in house, no life, no day for him. In the suffer pass anybody else. But when you check, you come into argument. Now then they argue the most. Just sound like what they use some young youth man them today, call themselves soldier team, they can't 13 people there. They don't even know it's in them deeper. So we don't know Usai Fatima Bio. They go with this country. He just focus the jump, they go and greet bury in them. They go and greet this, they go and greet that. Problems and then at the country where if you're able to settle, he not able to settle them. It's just they grab, take flight, and they go greet bury, now they go this, and they go that. Just for make, except add for loot. Because you know, say where he jump one step. The Padiem where they come, huge. So he not just care about the country, he not care about anything where they go on. So they go form this body where they call Nakoba.
If Keke Toma in Padiem where they sleep out for 1 day, now $625. How much caretaker being young be? I just the Padiem, nothing other, just Padiem.
It even asked for call now.
So something they we talk just now about this narcovac issue. For example, when this corona sit up and people other people they buy ambulance and other things medical equipment for fight and save lives. Then buy SUV. How many SUV them buy? They buy 30 SUV where my brother says some man they call them Prado. They say 30 motorbike. Okay, look at it. The SUV, any doctor where they then at the field, they use them, they answer na capital. No, instead they give resident minister them, then give to themselves, then say they fight COVID. That money they, how much they spend? They spend over 5 billion. 5 billion from Biden thing there. 5 billion. How on earth? See, funny, not funny, Bible here. It's just too. Waiting. I don't understand.
All this now just for make Fatima Bio identify himself, say, in order to somebody ready for change, in order to somebody ready for take this country. Nowhere. We not just cost people them. This will get for talker. This particular caretaker, now the worst caretaker ever in the history of Salute. But we Sierra Leoneans, it hardly for make we correct two mistakes them. It's very hard for make we correct we mistakes them. Because if really we are people who reflect, remind them back, somebody like Fatima Bio, even road transport or attack, they don't get for a day. Because when you watch the archive in biography, you know they ever get any office in that country for a day. You get people who get potential where it be say them for be don't be caretaker at the SLPP. No wonder where they go ahead and stand and talk them for intimidate people who are sober minded. People who get how for take a country to another level. We see all that things there because the man be gets his own plan with his own looters them, he talks them where they get for the country.
Well, the way how we don't fight corruption inside this government, no other government no ever fight corruption so.
Indeed, we know that one day. we know. Now we see so it
way, you know, right now under this government audit reports na mere opinion. But rather, I've been serious fight. Anyway, we move.
We fly, man, to the heights.
Well, as the government, they trust plenty couple, they spend plenty couple by themselves. The ordinary people really still cry, eh? The basic needs of the people, na real problem, eh? Water, light, medical, and other things, na real big problem. Let's just watch this video quick one. When they come back just now. This one a courtesy of SLBC.
What's your name? Aminata, this water, when you look it's like say in white, not so. But now the beginning don't go get inside. You say you can get at times?
Yeah.
Where you can go? You find the place far?
Yeah, they far.
Yes. When you watch the water like say dirty, but you drink you no food for drink. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, what you want to tell people the way they watch you now? Because you are young girl, you know they go far to go get the water. And you don't get water in that. What you want to tell people the way they watch you now?
They tell us, let them come to me.
Let them look for a pump, so now we will find water for the people. Them where they live now, this village, they live happily, and agriculture now one of the work this way. They all keep up, and now from there then they get their living. When you enter this village, you will find out say they get almost 10 to 11 houses them where they in this village. So quiet, nice for live. But the problem that we will face that village one now health, and the major one now water. According to the chair lady, is say water business now problem for them, and then the strain too much forget water. The only water well where they get when at this jack pump where they get at the village, they use a number for 3 months inside the year, and the balance months them it dry. They say them picking them where don't get the age of 10 to 11, 12, 15, now they can go get water, and the distance from the village outside they go get is about 2.5 miles. Clear, take we now the stream outside they can get water before, because as the dry season come, that same place they also can dry out. So they can face a lot of challenges them. And when you go, they go find out say the water where they get don't rain them before come, yet still they're not able for the get water. So the challenges them so many. And they call on Soyat organization, on the governments, for me to remember them. If you forgot to dig the water well where they get already for can dig them for them, then go be very, very happy.
They should have the water, but even now, as we see, I don't need the water. We see guys in town, they all don't drive, nobody needs the water.
So now you're picking and they come.
Then you come for can get water.
Okay, yeah?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay, so now we don't drive.
Now you don't drive. But when
water can down, you didn't get water there?
Yeah, now how do you water this way?
So now that this other guy, how will they do for get water for drink?
Well, now water, when you see the water pass from the next village, then I don't really get water.
Malosai village, now one village where just 83 or 84 miles away from Freetown and 7 miles away from Yoni Bana. And this village, they inside Yoni Chiefdom.
Well, of course, we fumble them. Una don't see the video where we play una. The level how we young people they suffer innocently in this country. You know, now some of the reasons them there why we Mickey always say Fatima Bio is like the one the way they write a speech them plus in way they read them, it's not like they don't know what's in them really deeper, or they know in don't understand the words them waking they inside them paper, awake you just come and pronounce them out. Water, light business. Now here we hear you wake Fatima Bio tell we say that one did not one problem now in country. Well, I don't know, it just sounds like where people like it talk say this caretaker, it really come for work for international community, not to for salo people. Because most of them tear away it talk, then lie away it lie. If they lie there for claim the leather. Just to make it climb the ladder, forget that kind of praise to the international community. But when you turn at the back, it's like when somebody say, I don't care about you, man. The recognition where I want, now international wise, not to salon level. Now here we the where this caretaker they talk, they emphasize on them things they are say. People they enjoy lights 24 hours. Don't water, not a problem. Well, I don't know if now the water within a state lodge it can mean or all over the country. Take a look at this water where mortal man they living people who they live, they drink. But if you check now other man country, even animals them, nobody no get man for take that kind of water for the animals them. But that kind of water you see, we young people that they drink. Look the water inside the rubber. Then they may not even call and say na clear water. A white and dirty, I say, if na other country, Trust me, the farmers themselves not get man for go take that water for candy the animals them with the men. But now that kind of water we young people they drink, but we get a caretaker where in lilac. I don't know which category is for.
A lilac in girlfriend.
I tell you, shamelessly it can just come. Where it can just come and do things them we're not called for. It not mean say it not know it's it know, but Fatima Bio, to be honest enough, it can just come for provoke situation. Supported by in people the way they be where it just don't choose to make them all come together for sink this country like how the NEPA sink comes to. But until we the people them, we were they suffer this kind of sufferness, we were they drink that kind of water there, we were they sleep at them blackout there, we were not they get food now with table, we were not able to afford that money every day for go buy that rest for cook. We realize say we dip and suffer and try very hard and see how they kick this man a power. And not only for kick him na power, also ever we get for opportunity back for sit down at that 6 day. If we really realize say this is what they consider now hot seat. Because if not to that, now they the answer they now where some people can say, wait till now they do so.
They can ask if we continue or we're not able for continue. Well, you still watch We Are on YouTube and Facebook. If you just join me, please don't forget for hit like button, share, and then leave a comment down. What happened really today, we find out say notification not good. That is why we share and we go ask you for you share. This can happen because of maybe the internet. Yeah, or with YouTube, we're not able for no really waiting at the problem with that. Sometimes they with one click it go with notification. Sometimes the notification can delay. Sometimes they not go at all. So now so it can be at time. So when you come and you find out so you struggle, you don't can search and see. Please help we by sharing the thing. Copy the link and send them back now you different WhatsApp group them. So people them we blunt or we not ever go able for join we yeah. Now the problem that one day. Anyway, we move to this issue where Bible they talk. So you see, the other day, this man talk about the percentages of water. It tell we say sufficient power supply. Talk about the water where he say they don't increase. But between me and you, we know say water business instead of well, I don't know if now the number of people that we know they get available water, we know they get the water now they don't increase. Because we find out say apart from politics, we find out say we country where we did every year things they go reverse. If for example Starco, Savage Choir, water been the good day, now water not the rich day. If for example some partner Darlene or some partner Kisimesmes or some partner Malama, water been the good day. Now if you go check, water not the good day. So now just clear thing for sure say every year with the reverse. Every year things they go from bad and they enter inside the worst category. So for let me get people, that is why for example, if you rule a country with propaganda, I repeat, if you rule a country with propaganda, the basic things them that the country go expose you. Let me forget about the economy because the dollar rate in a big time exposure, but then get where they can hide behind their finger and say no to all man put no more dollar. But the basic things of the people will really expose you. The way how thing go triangle for people them go really expose you. For sure say you not do anything, you just bank the work on talk. Instead of you walk the walk, you dey talk the talk. Nothing not happen. It's like, you know, sometimes in the we can begin watch. If not some villages them now, for example, some partner upline, then go tell you say if something really is stronger for you to make effort, but nothing not the change, you need for consult the gods or the oracle or I call the number. You go for go now the wait and go consult. Or that mercy man. But we see am na so koro one where they can talk say the power of life and death. It the day now we tongue them. Not joke with that thing. Try for be positive, but at the same time, work with your instinct. We dey here so, the very first appearance of we own caretaker, where we vote for. The imam where they dearly select is where we country for we. My brother and sister, this not a joke. The truth now, then they tell we every day say the amount of money where the country don't get, the last government not getting half. Just the time where they come, for example, the last government like them, they give like 40 something million, yeah, where they can then get 340 something million out to you day where they talk them. JJ Safana Parliament, he talk that. But you know what, things just they go from bad to worst. It's like say, well, I want to say it's like say then swear we. But yes, then swear we. And guess who that swear we? Not to nobody. Now we on safe SLPP imam. Now he swear we. Now the country. How he swear we? Ladies and gentlemen. This not a thing where we need for hide. Let we listen to this imam. And I want where you to listen to this imam. Pray against this particular imam here. Because from when we ask SLPP for call the imam, for let he can revoke. Yeah, let it pull back that swear, let them throw colata, they don't ever do them. Do you una listen where he swear we, then you go begin to understand why we country not the move at all. Then they try you. Then they make a photo, but nothing. If they say we fight corruption, they swear corruption where they can they pass mark. If they say we they go by education, the thing where they can they go pass mark. Then can they call us subhanallah. If they say na food they want plant, yeah, any side them put on pan, the hardness where they can double. If they say na agriculture, the angry way they can they pass mark. Una listen this still come back just now.
We they ask inside the new direction. We don't want Matoman at this country again. Inside the new direction, when they ask God, we don't want devil in this country again. When they ask God, inside the new direction, we don't want advantage in this country again. And they read the surah while they read now for let this nation be static. Bada Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Now, I beg, no, that's so hard for you. I beg.
You might be blocked for already, sweaty.
Waiting?
You might be blocked for already, sweaty.
Yes, you know this thing, when you take politics and mix them with something else, you actually not know what you talk. You even take the wrong word, you use the wrong word. And this mot where we get, whether you mind or not, as long as you mot don't talk them, in most times, na that way they go. If you, the whole imam, where they say, then put the time where the caretaker, then don't elect them. Yeah, then say let it come and can't talk to the people. You come before that same caretaker day. You say this surah why they read so. Now for let the country static. Jesus, Allahu Akbar. Waiting a static. It means say enough for move. It not the move at all. Look the amount of money them where this government don't receive. The country not the move. Look the amount of support where they don't get internationally. The country not the move. Look the amount of travel where this caretaker don't travel for go find investors them. Investors them not they come at all. In fact, na they tushilin, then fangadama investors them na then they come, then they use them for make noise na the country. If you go take your imam, you can swear the president right before in face. You say let the country static. How we want let the country go before? We all need for calm and pray. This is not about SLPP and APC because when things they go hard, it is hard for we all. Now we all divide that same race, so 500,000 if you are it fine race. That gari now we all owe 1,000 if you are it fine gari. That per mine now we all owe 7,000. That fish where we eat good fish now we all owe 70,000. All in the name of this Alaki Imam. Because if God choose you for can pray, yeah, you know they be carried away with crowd and this political, feeling inside you so much that you dey go swear you your nation. This duwawa they carried, let God make the country end up becoming an sabi.
Make it just be static.
Yeah, continue.
Well, me the imam na the swag self and the rotty English. You know, Fatima Bio, full of get sense. He says self people get educated full them. The man when Lego the static, he make it answer back. Let the continue static like turning back. Yes, he hold the mic, they go and swag.
And interestingly, when it turning back so now, it means say na reverse gear. You know, because God, you don't tell me belly is static, it don't team up one side. Then the only side where it go na reverse gear and I put on for we. Watch now waiting they happen. Watch. Almost rest been there 200,000. Almost today now 500 if you want quality rest for it. Almost dollar been there 700, 7 waiting 50. Almost dollar there now. As we dey talk so 12,000, 1,200,000. You hear? He say, let the country be. Una need for pray against this imam. Una pray against this incauseway nation. Una really, and fella no say una, we really need for stand up and pray against them. If not to that day, Akbore.
Well, that just for tell you say, not for the imam no man are the big fool. Even the one who sit on the listen, they say don't add pan the big fool. Because some of their statements there, immediately the person alter that kind of statements there, it need correction immediately. No, you see people and they shout for about the clap. So for say, they say what we did, they don't know the meaning of static. They don't know.
No, they know. Can I tell you what happen? When now this we tell with people and even now we family them say, whenever person they talk, pay attention to waiting in the talk. They listen them, they hear them, but they not pay attention to them. So the word pass them all. You understand? Then they hear, but they know the now like when you watch so. You watch but you need see. Now the same thing, they listen but they not hearing.
The failure of Caretaker Bio, it starts from this imam.
From this imam on the very first
day, the failure starts.
Go na stadium. Now him begin.
And everything starts. But being that himself now, other one, where he just care about the power, he not care about waiting good for happen at the country.
Bible,
he not care.
Bible, certain things and they way cost don't all you know they sabi nothing. No.
But because the man himself, he mago. Who said they don't say your cool mago from the one just after the election? Who said they go swear him?
Now hotel normally just after the election they can rush for swear, but just that hotel how on earth you go swear when
you're not on the swear but now the place hotel of all.
Yeah, now the hotel now they talk about so yeah now this whole thing begin back. Then this imam he just can't paint no more now for we. He just can't paint her. Okay, for let you believe say really things them not they go on how it's supposed to go. Yeah, let's watch this other video quick. Yeah. By the way, NCTVA now we can show now something. Yeah, NCTVA then at our hill. Now then they organize some kind of exam for them, teacher certificate, higher teacher certificate, then polytechnic, then this and that. And now then they deal with basically the technical parts, that middle level power, man power, that one way Caretaker Bio always they talk about. But guess what? The last government take 2 years, they not pay. This government don't come, don't take 4 years, they not pay them. From 2016 to now, they not pay them people, and they now they picking the way for take exam. They suffer low watches, so they come back just now.
Don't go back. You know what say you left the chain for going to school. You can die, you can get accidents, anything can occur. The people can stop saying they're not going to pay for you again. But financial crisis can be calm. So they still get the opportunity, the big papa government, they pay NCTVA, they say don't pass from 2016 where they left for pay them. The papa government pay them with the big, so if they pay they will go able to sit. If they not pay they will not go able to sit to futures and they win, they go back one step. So the big papa government, they help we.
Well, we take out 2 years because we completed the seat was. We don't have up say inside 10 days from where the was done, we back for building seat. But we don't take a notice now. They say we don't go to NCTVA office. They say we not able for seats, pass government pay them. And if we say they should don't guard picking there. Anything can happen. Now we get the sababu and we don't study for this exam here soon. So if we say we can't sit down back, they put we behind back. How long we were able for sit down? So they are the big papa government. Men pay NCTVA them, more able for see this exam. By rights for start now for see this exam here. Before done with the worst there. But if we say we sit down, we not able for sit. And if we say we wait next year, now we prepare. If we say we wait next year, not all man go able. So they are the big government. Men pay them. We are una got picking them more able for seats. More no go don't prepare for this exam here. More no go be any game. We are the big government.
So the question only they ask Salon people and now we they dance and rally, cause shook for this government. This government really, this government is really serious when it comes to education in the country. As na in the flagship program, they are not help me ba.
So this exam where they talk about, so let's tell you na first, I be begin just now. Then call her NCTV, National Council for Technical, Vocational and Academic and other academic activities. Basically, then they organize exam them for their national vocational certificates. Yeah, any vocational, any technical course where you do. Yeah, like then trade center is there now. Then technical, yeah, like at one point I think MMCT been there. Yeah, Magai College of Technical, whatever. And you get other people way been they take their exam and they now then they for the technical part. Yeah. Then they again for organize awards, the certificate exams for who that they go do TC, that teacher certificate, that college where they na I call them Kosoton, Jue Junction. Then they organize them for the TC and the higher teacher certificate, yeah, HTC. They as well they arrange them for anyone where they do like them polytechnic what they tell you about so, yeah. Like you get the Eastern Polytechnic by then, you get the Northern, whatever I call them. Those polytechnic, yeah, where they do technical things then. You get, for example, in some cases they can get them other and work them where they can do as long as you do technical things then. The bottom line now, they say 2016, 16, 17, 18, 2 years, and then this don't count take. So approximately they talk about 6 years, they're not pay them people here. This government, every day then they tell you about waiting human capital development. Every day. But again, I go reverse small bit and go to Nakova. If Nakova where they get couple every other day, though it's all in couple, they end up for go trust big money with more what much more about the education. The one way like the NCTVA, we not hear they talk about how much less. Apart from the fact caretaker bill don't tell we say you want for equip them places, then they sign and they do things them. What waiting much? Okay, apart from today, let's be honest, most of una don't hear but from one year almost year back, una don't ever the hear what then they talk about NCTVA no more. You know easy. Pass the one them when they go and take the exam. Now then sabi botamo. My brother go on and then get now I think say me when camp on the education and my uncle is here. So I want for take the back seat.
So that just for show the laziness of your uncle because the things themselves where it's up, the one way emphasize on. He really put some effort in the area of education, but yes, still the lapses too boku. So break down at that area there. You know, we get for take with time as Sierra Leoneans for the caution some of them we politicians there. Not all 10 politicians, they just they come. You begin the Allah, they clap. Because some of the sickness so we get, now this country will call Mama Saloon. Person they talk, we know they try to understand the right thing, waiting they talk. We don't clap. We don't Allah. We really need to correct some of the mistakes they are. Because if not that, then things are there for the repeat now this country and they repeat. We will just they talk. We know they get solution. The solution of them politicians they are, then now we you are. We were the votes them in. Because when people salon, supporters know they ask question. Everybody they worship politician. And by right, politicians, them not so people they were supposed for worship. Now they're supposed for worship we. But the way a manner we don't put ourselves to them, we get complex over them in the way where politicians is happening now, all man is shape. Just because until we can put 1,000, 5,000, 2,000, at the moment, you can put 2, 3, 4 bag rest, then cook. Everybody eat, we take and say, then take and say, now then got them. Until we, the people, able to know we own value before ever they know we value. Caretaker Bio come tell about education. The one first way you talk about so in a chair paper, not tissue, because some paper strong. And the way you check now the other area them on this education level, now so cry, so grumble, so rotorata. But you get this caretaker, you get the senseless supporters them, where then they for cause for them, you get the senseless supporters them, where then they for go and choke people them, though you get the caretaker who know they talk to with sense. At all, you know they talk to we with sense. The reason being, they not take with nothing. Me where they talk to me, if they put me for screen caretaker Bio, one-on-one, the level where they put her. So if we not one for a in the manner on how they talk some of them things are, but now the hard facts. Excuse me. Pierre, check your sound.
Sorry. You know, I say sometimes in day where we can see the you not to worry, where we they talk about it, even though where we they try for share the video for let them see, people still not they understand. We just talk about this imam. We come and swear we young country. It's where we country. We dey ask now let everybody pray against this imam in prayer. People go still come and tell you say na rubbish program this. Na nonsense when they talk. Even when we problem oh. But because now the thing is what you talk. Because when you get the blind, they lead the blind, also what do you expect? And not to the normal, not to the supporter the normal gets this problem. The ministers them, the caretaker, the wherefore, everybody they get this virus. And if they're not pulling today, then we'll talk war them against their own citizens in tomorrow. Or then sit down the dance. Interestingly, I really think something in this year. Now we be honest with ourselves. If while things go on, how it's supposed to go on. Outside na the world where you see boys and girls they run government. You know why I say boys and girls? Boys and girls now they really like for dance. We see other people them, responsible people them na government. Even if then they organize party na the host. You will see them team up with them, squad them, the discourse. Rather than you see them, they go begin the dance like Sonny Ogi, Abi Sodu, like Big Fool. You know what I mean, eh? You will see them team up, then they organize Yeah, like then dinner, you know, that whatever, how you call it no more. You go see them, they play fine soft music. You go see them, they pass, they talk, they greet, they talk to people, them, you know, they discuss issues. But we on them, if dance not meet themselves, then they go find dance. And they all don't turn dancer. Instead of them focus on the real thing, think like sober-minded people, them. They all are dancer there, but interestingly, it's just unfortunate for say when you get a country like Sierra Leone where they ruled by boys and girls, no problem.
So you don't ever know say your uncle and Michael Jackson?
No, please, not to Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson they dance on purpose. We all know say Michael Jackson.
Now the other thing down this.
No.
Now the other thing down there.
Michael Jackson, we all know say a dancer. You know they see Michael Jackson, for example. Michael Jackson, you know they just come on no more, like they get program now, you see can dance. So he dance because he get responsibility, he get a role for play for dance. You know the cinema that they play musical because they call and say Michael Jackson, he begin the kind of make so. You know sabi this dance, not to show me Uncle the dance. Remember that dance day? It like Abi Soneru, Abi Sogo.
Oh God.
Yeah, then you go get the other one. Yeah,
what time I don't know the one now mistake.
Now this now boys and girls mentality. Sober-minded people them were ready for take a country from one place to another, not the deeper than things than they. We know say Fatima they within that age. But for God's sake, it don't pass 40. It don't pass. We know say if even you want for rich, you get a touch to the young people them, to the people that where they down, the average people them. That is not the way. In fact, you'll be faced with a lot of embarrassment, molestation, and PTI. Because who they're not supposed to put dirty mots by yourself, they go put them by you. Who they're not supposed to put this imami alaki mots by yourself, they go put them by you. Yeah. The worst thing in the country, I reading this there, and caretaker Bio talk say, every citizen important to me. If I've been there, I for be don't turn Adiba for slapper. You know why? Because he not value with citizens them. If you say one citizen means a lot, the day where something will happen and Makeni, your citizen them, even if they be very much lawless. Let's take for example, you Pekin. We don't see people them when they picking them, they cause problem. Because they love them picking them, then they try for change them picking them. If something happen with them just so then they won't go there. Try for make sure say them put things in place. They know the dance for them and pull it for them. But we young, you say you citizen and value to you. On that day when the country, even the country, it dark. The sun be the hot one, it go down. Una then a TikTok. They ride bike, then a beach, and they enjoy. White your citizens in blood, then at the ground. You value them. But that is it. The mentality, boys and girls mentality. You don't know what is maturity. Maturity not to age. Maturity is all about how you do things. But if you feel say you're 40 years, you feel say you don't big. Sorry, but you're not just boy. You're not just boy. For become boy, you know, you come out from boy, you come up to teenager. That is why you get this gradual process. From a baby, they say the big waiting the child. From there, you come to the next stage. Yeah? Teenager. From there, you go to youth. From there, you go now to adults. From there, now you go to old pie waiting. But all of that, some people, the old, in here, the white, but really, in not mature. We don't see a no, and we see a now inside with government. We move.
Paris had for move with. We go to Kele one. Kele one till so the train they go. You measure something at your statement. Say after them people they don't send and talks them because any police or soldier will not know in duty in not to police is just where they combat. In not to soldier, just where the combat, and in not to police, it just wear the uniform. We can call them thugs. Just like the mafia and the way they send them out. You mentioned and I say after the mafia and they don't send them thugs them for go destroy the citizens them. Namakeni, then go ahead for ride by.
And interesting, he talk at the camp please here. He talk before they do that. He tell people and please say he go use in all in power.
So Pierre, Now, me and you can see how they say, if you listen to what people they talk, you dey understand waiting the day after and the angle. What about them bloody where the people they go and shell? Na in at the worship, na in at the saga. Because another case forget for reflect to my part. From where this Maada Bio take over this country, be brother, the blood the way they sell na this country, they're too much. Both accidents and the one the way they send them dogs and for go kill people. I think we forget some of them here. The amount of accident them where they throw blood in this country is too much. But for anything where blood throw in this country, now the time Fatima Bio they come and put remarks on social media. Now the time and the fair way for go make party where Benkile they go and dance, like when they push truck we don't broke down. How on earth? What about now the worship? We don't know. Because from what caretaker Bio see, it just embark on killing. Killing upon killing. How do they kill people and now so accidents in the country? We know. We don't know who side them people there don't go put this country. Not underrate Fatima Bio. Anybody will underrate Fatima Bio, you don't underrate what he know about himself. We can tell you now say that woman there, he just gets the name woman and the form. But now in at the man, we don't brother when I can't take a view. Now in at the woman, because Fatima Bio get action past here take a view, and Fatima Bio make no mistake. Now in at the commander, can't take a view na TV.
Excellency.
Yes, na TV. Fatima Bio na the remote. Now in the control the TV. If you say go YouTube, go find Weird. Now Weird. If you say go find this channel. So when you get a TV, you just ready for show the picture. The remote now get the work. So we brought an in a TV. Now just the screen for show it they happen. You all the controller in there. How people then we serious for rule a county. Then just they can dance. Like where they be small, they never go jump.
Even
I be they go jump.
Other thing that one day when you get you picking, please try for socialize at the early stage. So when it reach to the stage of maturity, no saying maturity. Yeah, you know, make you picking, be picking, please. When it don't go from picking, when it move from picking now, when they go to teenager, make lay aware say it learn or it go on the stage where it for begin take responsibility. That is why the Western world they sort of a little past them things there because they know say now as you picking 18 years so, they know say. Even if you didn't you host, you know they tell her anything they do. You get your right for take decision on your own. And no say now way they move from teen for go now in youth stage. It don't super tense by business. It don't take up a responsibility. Now then they make himself whether you want for become useless, you want for become useful or whatever. So it take responsibility. But guess what? Let's tell you something. And let you believe waiting at the talk said them people are boys and girls. Anybody will mature, when he know say he don't make mistake, and they take responsibility. Two of us. Sure. When he know say, what if he do something bad don't happen there, and they come out bold and say, I take responsibility for this, but we find way for fix them. Now this. But who that not mature, then say now only bad carpenter, they make palaver with in tool. Bad carpenter all time. Bad carpenter now you go see in finger today bend so in finger is swelling under because every day it affects with in tools then. So
it miss the board.
Yes, the nail, not for knock the nail itself, it miss am. Pass it go knock the finger, but it make am so bad. Then say now you so it be now they tell the turn to your apprentice. We don't be apprentice. You sabi now we try to talk now. All time I will get problem. Even when
small iron cool.
No, even when you cause the problem, yeah, you sabi now. For example, Telamane, if he don't cause problem, he see in customer don't come, the apprentice not where they put am back. Bible.
You don't kill me with love. You know the only advice we me they give we the parents them. Caretaker Bio it dance one, it begins somewhere. We always our parents them. Make we learn for the get small sets then we follow. Because when you begin to enjoy life where it's small, at least small, during the weekend, they play some music, when they get fun, You know they end up like how caretaker they end up so.
It's simple. Logo per human business, for example. When you dey,
God.
You that stage where you for begin the land for the get per human business, you pass them. You wait till you don't almost see am. Tell me no, you know go dey per that human business stay you 100 years.
Now then they sign check where they know they are aware at the moment.
Yes, now when they na the sugar daddy then. Because what happen, everything we see, you want for make sure say you know wetin. Because you no be sabi, you no get the experience. You no get. So this now, the people here, you know, and let's tell you this thing. Now I dey confirm again why I say boys and girls. When picking get money na problem, you know that then?
Hey, but you say.
Because
yeah, I didn't know
how for use them.
No.
It just they misuse them. We move.
So what about wait if man go boss man free money where they eat? How they look like?
But she really show say na if man e not to work for her. What you want to where they did drugs no? All time you see they live flamboyant life, luxurious life. They go and pass this flash. Anyway, we move. Let's see something. I want go small bit to the mayor and tourist board. We come to one again today. The last week now who are district and the tourist board. Today now mayor and the tourist board. Let's watch this video quick one. When they come back just now.
Where the world knows Salon Beach then for now for in white clean sun and safe good environment we don't they attract tourists them from around the world. However, these good attributes don't they disappear because of the way and manner how dirty and seaweed during the rain season don't they park, especially in Aberdeen and Lumley Beach. Then kind of environment they are not only they drive tourists away but also don't be challenged so people the way they do business along the beach.
Actually, you see what I see. The way they want to do it. You see, most of them actually really perfect. So as you can see, it's solid. Once you get some foreigners and actually you can't say for them it's not like this. You know,
the National Tourist Board now one institution we don't they work for ensure say the country in beach them go able for attract more tourists for Canada the country. But waiting and don't they do for address this challenge. Bashir Koma now planning and project development officer at the board.
A very serious problem we face every year, but we always get planned for that. We can work with different other institutions we engage in environmental management and waste management. We can involve city council, we can involve EPA, we can involve local government, we can involve the embassy there, even the operators like the restaurant owners, the hotel owners, the guest house owners, the casino owners, they all we can engage there so that we can collaborate, because this is a very big problem for hire more volunteers, for buy more tools so that we'll be able to do the work. So now that's what we can do every year.
Aberdeen and Lumley Beach them. Now one part the most visited beach in our town because of in distance, very much close to town. But the way and manner, how dirty don't they park at the beach? Don't they give tourists them where use for come around and can relax?
All right, this is now courtesy of AYV courtesy of AYV. Now they do this. We get interest for talking about them. That is why we come up with them for let we actually go see how it's like. So we move. Let we see something quickly. Go on by Bue. Let we see. Wait and we get it.
So if we look inside this matter, the burden three group. But inside this three group, now the two group more responsible for this particular one who don't show you so. Waiting at the try for talk. We get Ministry of Tourism. Then we get the Tourist Board. And we get the City Council. But I tell you, say, now two bodies more responsible for this beach. When are the Tourist Board and the City Council. Because when you check, then they receive big tax. Now the areas them here. I know say why they talk about the City Council, somebody go come back and say they know they get a chance. Not to land why and not to land with the talk now. One thing for sure, your responsibility na your responsibility. Either they give you chance or not, you do something where they make the whole nation know say it's kind best to But now because of this, that now the side of the city council, we the mayor, I dey try for tell you now. We no one know what they try for talk say because the mayor not come on SLPP, now he make all them they happen. Not to that angle. We know why he didn't talk than this. But we want for a talk where be say the mayor try, but the central government not able to get the support where it's supposed to get. That time we know say now this now happen. But for what don't begin see this talk, see now them be chair. I don't know if you don't see who side the city council don't mobilize a team where they go and clean this beach. Me not see it too. Of course, we know say they get scared. Get them right now. They get some things there for help them for bail dirty na the city. Me not see that. I don't know if Shembepe he don't see that, but me I don't see that it.
Okay. We see then there's the power chief may mic the on. Alright. We see then there's the where the mayor been there on the cleaning. But like you say, by the way, you correct. The cleaning of the city lie solely and are the sole responsibility of the city mayor. We know say the anthem and the way cleaning exercise be they go on. We see inside the local government minister or whosoever be they try for humiliate, embarrass the mayor, tell and say not to responsible, tell contractor this. We know say it is faced with challenges. But talk and go, talk and come. To say talk me, mayor, how you get the beach man? You take tax day, tourist board. Interestingly, let's tell you something about tourist board. Tourist board get office right near the beach. Right, big office they when a tourist board they own na the beach. But yet still, you see this beach is filthy. The pride of we country. Look how we filthy. If today not to seaweed, tomorrow na the human me and the creating dirty. All of them people here when you see the sell na the beach so they pay tax them. But look again, no talk and back, go talk and come. When you don't clear you dirty, who side for two way am? No watch, no be honest. Mayor, please, no listen this thing. For example, I make this reference every other day. When you dey na mountain court, dirty box, not dey na mountain court, Kisi Road, Circular Road, past you go back to the bombe back. Where dey na Kisi. Let me be honest with yourself. Almost people able for do that work a day. Another one. So, what thing they happen? When the mayor in tricycle them not able to work on all the other side, you know that they replace them, then bobo the way they touch them blind and at the aid. And guess what? When then they touch the blind at the aid, they're not gonna bomb you. Who side them defend? Them big gutter them. If you go by at the Udin streets, that I call them. Oh, don't forget this the down below or what? No, please. I don't forget how they call it. The big gutter. That gutter where they come up behind Mountain Court. Yeah, he can't down na and Gordon Street. He can't down na Eastern Police. He go down na the sea. This na the big gutters them where they make use of. The Samba gutter. This na the big gutter. Any Southside gutter they now they people and make use of them. Some people let we be honest again. Some people really know want for throw dirty in the street. But I'll tell you something. Most of we they pay people and for throw me dirty in the street. Because you don't clean yours fine, yes? Mayor, he can register, but when he can register, the mutukano they can want na 1 time per week or sometimes if he can this week, say the next week, now they come back. What thing they happen? You dirty don't full up, you know, for left and day. Then but then they pass, dirty. You want clear your hose. You not go get and say you want follow them to run a street. But when they take them, na streets then they go to where? Now they big gutter then they go to where? Now they. So the mayor need for step up. One, let's say you know the secrets behind the cleanliness of Freetown. Those days in the late 90s. Let's not say early. Yes, early 90s. Yes, that was in the 91, 90s. Then they coming up. You know what I mean? The success of the cleaning for them thing they. Like you know something that they call the areas them where dirty box be there, for example. If you there now that eastern part, let's say for example, you there from Upgun. Take out to Eastern Police. La begin call for you. If you dey na that Upgun area, yeah, dirty box been there na Ross Road. It dey upside, it dey downside. You commode, you can have that dance street inside the park, dirty box dede, Kennedy Street, dirty box dede. You commode, you go up and down street, dirty box dede. You commode, you can different side them, dirty box been there all over. People know the throw away dirty na street. Now inside gutter, where rain they come. Now inside gutter, we been the swim. Dirty no they come. When rain come, as rain, with the pray go let rain come. As small rain come so, with the mayo you sabi, you born inside Freetown, you sabi what I dey talk man. With the pray get low rain come, as rain come so, we get two things that we just want for do. For play street ball, rain ball. Or we go block the gutter, we attack it full up, we swim. Because we not be sabi beach, we not be sabi swimming pool. We dey block the gutter and swim there. The water not the dirty at all. No dirty, no wetty, you know they see the candy. But now, tell me too, you get mine? Where the dirty, now they take the, now don't turn commander in chief. Like Fatima, na the different gutter there. Hey brother, we move.
You know, when you get government we no serious, a big problem in any country. And when you get caretaker, we don't know how to rule a country in another disaster. A very intelligent question where TVS just asked now the comment, and they try to ask, what happen with the dump trucks then? Just after she started me say we need dump trucks, we get them. She started me. We really get them. Now here we be see, because of politics hyping, who say caretaker they been parade trucks the way they say we get them from Russia, not to be still. Not to be say. Then parade them, go up and down, this, that, where it be say, according to the law, now city council for the care of the trucks there. But since we get a government, we not just respect nobody in office, now what they want to do, then they do. They don't care about the local government. They don't want to know nothing about them. I don't know if because 20 people can say the mayor not come up from SLPP, so they don't want to make it do it work and
if
feel
you say
free.
they don't care about the local government, them I disagree with you. Then clear.
How?
They only try for day with who that day with them.
But
like you don't actually say the mayor
you don't get
na
to
target
choose
for them. The mayor na target.
You don't get to choose if you care.
We don't see who say then the target the mayor na treat public or embarrass na treat just because he try for doing work.
Salon.
But you not go see them they do unto other person. You not go do unto other person. Other mayor within or chairman.
So where they truck them? Who say Maada Bio don't go to truck them? Where them?
Well, they say they shape amo. Well, me I need to see the truck themselves.
Instead of truck na keke they will see. Where they truck them? Make it not be say this man don't jump there now, don't cost more than go sell the truck there for Wibako. Because money not do for them. Where they truck them?
Anyway, we move. The truck that we able there later. One day may okay for explain to me.
We fly.
Walker and George Walker. If, for example, me clean experience what I get in the 90s, yeah, the early late 90s, la put on that way. Still, the city been clean. Freetown can begin dirty after the war. That is not a secret. Freetown can begin dirty after the war. After the war, true, all things drop, all things collapse. But George, you know exactly what I be the top 20. You know, we use for doing things and the city be really clean, because then and then get and go watch your neighbor. All man they care about in company. But now, all man are Joseph and Josephine. All man do for himself. Sorry, Bible take over place. I don't know.
And where you see the talk about your uncle, it will send something by you. You know, this is very sad. A very, very sad. And not to be small truck there. Let's work out the talk about too.
No.
They mean Boku?
Yes. Then Gingy one there from Russia.
God.
All thing can I tell you? You see Aken or something no? Russia na last battle before this wala can. Now they go butu pa Russia ba. They say no, we vote against Russia. Anyway, move. Me not collect for
we fly. We fly. They are not call Russia now again.
I'm not like for me what paradise thing. Anyway,
we fly.
Tomorrow we get Abdul Kagbo, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, na the show. 9 p.m. salon time. Honorable Abdul Kagbo go there na the show for talk about different things then. We can't play you this thing, but we not go talk about them because we want for come hear from the secretary to the interim committee. Abdul Kagbo na the secretary to the interim committee for APC. Abdul Kagbo na member of parliament where they talk about the speech as they don't begin debate them. We carry the different parts. That is why we play the speech for you, the debate, follow you follow, so you go able for know waiting and waiting out for follow. We can talk about the over 1,000 APC member them we don't cross carpet to SLPP. Yeah. Na Sheikh Bema, the word that they that be story for color Sheikh Bema. Yeah. Na Prince Na I call him Robin Fale and I call John Oponjo Benjamin the area. Right? So we can't talk about all of them things in day tomorrow because it's like say I don't know if na propaganda or na APC don't they lose ground, but they already can rub more things tomorrow. Honorable Abdul Kagbo go there with me inside the program. Follow we discuss the presidential speech as in the debater right now. Okay, we move.
We fly.
We'll just play for now this short one with Honorable Abdul Kagbo. Yeah, we not go too much go into that one day. Yeah. Because tomorrow we can't talk about one for I don't know if we for keep them.
We keep them. I reserve.
I'll keep them. Let's go to something else. Let we go now inside the SLPP quick one. Before we can go to Mohammed Kamaraimba Mansare in Yun, we're at the last part of the program. Let's go quick one inside SLPP. There, don't waste time inside this. We move.
We fly, man, to the heights.
All right. So now let's listen to this one. We one posse we say in a member of SLPP say the delegate conference when they be all na bow. They use criminal means for make caretaker Bio Flagbearer again for the SLPP. They not give other people a chance for contest. Yeah. So let we watch this here. Most of you don't watch them, but in case you not do, let we go quick when they come back just now. This Tenduana AYV with Amanu Ramanaba. Inside the program we call Wake Up Salon.
And 399, we're also streaming live on our Facebook page, AYV Salon. We've read some of the messages, and I'll serve it to you, Mr. Mambu. I'm sure you had some of the messages. People are asking that you produce your membership.
Oh, yes, I'll produce my membership card. I'll produce my membership card from Washington, D.C. My chairman is here, Dawes Wuri, who appointed me as a member of the board of chairman. Now, let me just say this. To put this thing, this is a very simple thing to put it to rest. If these people really believe that they did the right thing, why not call a new convention? That's what we're challenging. We're not asking for the moon. We're not asking for the earth.
But that comes with a lot of resources.
No, but the right things to be done has to consider resources. But that's why
you are the only member of this party who've come out and challenged what happened in Bo. Even in writing,
well, let me say this. Well, let me say, if the president, he has said several times he believes in democracy. That was not a democratic election. There was nobody there to challenge. And then my point is this again: that convention was not a flag bearer election. That's why you didn't see many people to go up there to present themselves as a flag bearer. Had that been a flag bearer election, which we're expecting 2023, I have a signature policy speech that I work on for over 40 years for the benefit of this.
I'll come talk to you about your speech. Someone is also mentioning, asking that if you're being used by someone, by people to, raise up this issue to challenge the president.
No, nobody used me. I'm using my own conscience. I know it's wrong, what happened, because I have signature policy speech that I worked for this for over 40 years that I have wanted to present at a convention. Had that convention been a convention for the flag bearer, that was not for the convention. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I never even...
Will you want to present that same document to the president if you have the opportunity to meet with him?
Oh, yes. I met Maada before. Maada is a brother, and I met him before. You remember when I met him? When he became head of state, military head of state. I went to his... he sent for me. I went to him. And the issue that I brought to him was about Israel, our recognition of Israel. In fact, I made, during the symposium at ABC, when the late Salah Yusuf Seri was the leader of the party, I made a presentation that we should re-establish diplomatic relations with Israel. On other issue, he called me, I went and visited him. And I made that issue several times with Barton Strasser, even before. I brought delegation from the United States about 8 times in this country. I came to this country in 1991. I launched a democracy. After I launched the democracy, I went back and forth for 6 years after the election of Tijan Kaba before I left this country. And for the information of the minister, I took a delegation to England and appealed to the British, Mr. Allison, Honorable Michael Allison, that I wanted the British to get involved because my father died in the refugee camp. I was concerned about, and this is my concern, things that are not going well. I don't want the other issue again to come up with rebel war. Most of us, I lost my father in the rebel war at the refugee camp in Guinea. He died at the Colombia refugee camp. That's why I believe in the truth and nothing but the truth and justice for the party.
Okay. Mr. Minister, some of the questions about his concerns and the legitimacy, what's your response to them?
Let me establish his membership first before I looked into that.
Okay.
That's one. 2, he himself is not even clear on the issues he's presenting. Thirdly, he does not understand the operations and functions of the party. So I would advise him, whoever is pushing him, let them go and teach him well to understand the functions of the conference itself, to understand that clearly, and to understand the clauses under which that elections went. He has to be cleared on those issues, and then he advised himself whether he has issues to come up with if he's a member of the party. But without those, if he continue in this manner, I'll stop at nothing but to sue him to court.
Okay. We need to round up, Mr. Mambu.
Let me say this. The minister cannot threaten me to court.
I'm not threatening you.
What I'm saying is this.
But you cannot bring the image of the party into dispute. I'm a public critical of the party.
Let me make my point. Let me repeat this statement again before the closing. The president is not a legitimate flag bearer of the party.
There is a method of challenging that. If you are
well, that's why we're going to challenge it if we don't see nothing is done to
so follow the right procedure to challenge that.
Okay. He is very clear about taking you to court. You are not clear about what could be your action.
I would take further steps.
Okay.
Okay.
And that he can take going to court?
Well, I'm not going to name it now, but I can take further steps. If this is not, the flag bearer is not resolved, we have other steps to take that we can rectify this situation.
Do you have intention of becoming president of Sierra Leone?
Yes, definitely. And I will make the life better of Sierra Leoneans than any president I have been in this country.
You're hopeful of contesting under the Sierra Leone People's Party?
Sierra Leone People's Party, yes, definitely.
So
and this is a challenge to the president. I think the minister can. I think the minister can take the challenge to the president. If the president has said consistently, he truly believe in democratic system. I think he's afraid of me. That's what it is. Yes, I think because if we go to the convention, we present our policies.
The president
I can defeat him.
He's a friend of you or what?
He says he's afraid of him.
You cannot even have one. You cannot even vote for yourself.
Okay, we need.
Okay, I don't know what's in this healing.
Nothing time too.
You know, I sure say the man get a point, but the truth now like he get a raw idea. You not process the thing very well before it come out and talk. It just get a basic, you know. This is why the other day we talk say half education is dangerous. Not that waiting in the talk a wrong goal, but because it's not grounded on the issue. That is why it's not able to present himself a very strong case.
You know, say man, they know the study.
You know, because this same thing where they do so, now the same thing this way APC they suffer for so. But I'll tell you something. Now it not go affect them. They not get anything now we go affect them. But I will tell you this, the time where Bio they come out in power, you know, a lot of people they come up with different cases them against Bio and the team. Especially for them, just like what's happen at the APC right now. And then, like selection, for example, not then at SLPP connect and constitution, but lie lawyers they basically try for talk say they get nomination and endorsement. Well, the bad part for Miss SF Naya and only the constitution it for I know that particular side. But I think say I for be don't feed from the person where gets the issue. But INSESF been just the just the round. Yeah. On this same thing. But one thing we I know, you talk something just now, that is true. If this guy, one thing we they not go do, they not go kill him. But if he not take time, like Lima don't begin tell him say he go swan a court. Not that he want swan a court, he just want pass legal for let them do it in they want for do to her. Because that is what they do. They use the court for take advantage of certain things then. Because I'm not sure if somebody gets issue, yeah, when I argue the thing and forget about it. But I don't see any reason for go and arrest them, do one kind of thing for making for saying your own voice or saying your own thing. If feel say the convention not go on the right way, he get right to talk. That is why in a member, well, okay, let's even say he not a member, but as a citizen of the country, yeah, as anything where they say constitution, as long as it don't go through the PPRC, yeah, Political Party Registration Commission, as long as it don't go, now every citizen, every voter's a right for make sure say they sue any party. That is why the other day they see something. Some people they say, he not a member of APC, they go sue. No. Me say, I able sue if na any democratic country where the court independent. I able sue APC, I able sue SLPP, I can even sue the president. Well, the government, because I'm not going for sue the individual where they na power. Because I get a blanket to cover up. But I can even sue the government. But now, Bible alone sue the government now for things the way they don't do or like.
That beats the no way.
Okay.
There will be. You know, something they want me and it's funny. It's really funny. Why Salon people feel say Salon are one kind rotorata country where everybody can just come become president. You know, Mr. Bluecoat, you know, in as much as caretaker, they're doing bad things to them. Mr. Bluecoat, he really entertain me.
Well, I make Lima
Mr.
say
Bluecoat.
it really cool empathy. You know, one thing where amuse me, can you imagine? This man say it all right something 40 years ago.
Oh, 40 years!
Now you want present for become president. Hey, God.
Who said this man be there 10, 20, 30, 40 years? You don't write something and now you can't use that.
The truth now, you don't even know how the party they operate.
But I tell you, say the man don't study. I don't even know if he know the clause they wouldn't get or if they read their own constitution. I don't believe. Because just no, to be serious, just like wait till you they talk, he gets right. Yeah, he gets right. Yeah, but he not even get bullet points them way if for hit for me they even feel am say.
No.
You know, he not study.
You know, I know something. The rumor been on the go around say they illegally nominate Maada Bio. I think now that one they not a grip. Not bother do a lot of
no, but if that be the case, are they afraid for in life because we know the SLPP right now.
No, they're not good in life. Not good waiting, but the only thing no more like waiting. Lima don't say if he insist on this thing, then they put him behind bars, they set him out.
So now they life they perish.
Well, it depends if you're not strong. But if he's strong, they come back.
But the idea of people just come up on the sky or the blues, like in blue coats, everybody want to be caretaker. Now you don't understand. You see that 40 years, it just the right sticks them. The country they go behind, not come for make we can use some of their ideas that they for make the country go before. Now after you eyelash the all on white. Now they take
you know, no, wait. Apart from the fact that the man not grounded in the issue, but they get points in waiting they say.
But they get points.
Yeah. And then Lima get one sick right now with the monogram. In sick na a wood.
That's it.
Yeah. Not tolerant. Not ever want for hearing anybody opinion pass in your no more. And all them Lima they sit on a public media, they threaten people them. Anybody want for challenge it, they threaten them.
No doubt why make Lima they fail in a law school. The law self what they go for go do, he not even know how to interpret it. He don't know nothing about the law. Because if not somebody this way really, if they read the books them where in a law school, if they really understand what's in the day, the way a manner where they talk to people in a radio interview, Lima not for the talk to. But no wonder how the man they fail. How many times Lima don't fail in law school? But tell you say, don't know what they do.
Bible,
you just want to use the opportunity.
I've been tell you, say, the country, they be ruled and run by boys and girls. The same way when Lima they behave so. Let's be honest. The tell we caretaker Bio go sit down at 98 is different from what Lima do. Caretaker Bio go say, he even ask the presenter, he even enter inside the presenter in personal life, they go ask him if boyfriend. How you go do so? You sabi him boyfriend?
I don't know country.
You old boyfriend. If you ever tell you say don't keep two boyfriend, or you be don't keep them before. So that is why I tell you say now just boys and girls game. Boy Scouts women and they try. Then just fitty, rude, and just arrogant. Okay, don't forget about Lima. Let's go to the misinformation minister. How himself can behave. Not to the same. You commode, you go to Fatima, and himself they behave not to the same.
African Chinese rats.
Everybody. Now the thing is that you as a journalist, if you ask critical question or you want to investigate something, then they kidnap you. True or false? What will begin pa? Salute Janja, no kidnapper. Say we get advert for where you can for take advert, then kidnapper like for then they kidnap any hide and seek business. That is it. The man really not grounded, but he get right for making points.
No, he get right, but let's go prepare. Fine. If you want to challenge this particular case, make it go try for prepare, he read and understand, then close them, then constitution before ever he can face him. Because if not that, they will continue to embarrass them like this. When they sit on media for talk, you don't know what they talk, you face embarrassment. Well, so let's go prepare. Africa Chinese rat. Okay.
Sister, I mean, you know the listen, eh? You know the hear what, eh?
One word you know the hear.
Okay. African Chinese rat. Okay. Well,
remove, man.
The man he really try, but just that. Now two things. I think Lima would, so he intimidates the man, we make the man totally go off, enable for defending points for me. Enable defending points, he not become grounded at all.
And you know he return here, so he challenge this case, man. But let's go study.
No, he return.
Yes, I don't know. Anyway, maybe don't try for go make who shall not go be president. Oh no, I'll be caretaker. Yes, alone.
Okay, I think we need for go into another thing quickly. We're at the last issue of the day. Yeah, this one very serious. But before we go into that last issue day of the day, I kindly want for let we remind ourselves of waiting we day after. Okay, we want to give you an update today. We don't able to do a transfer from the Cash App to Dofa. We then the Doring will get for can tell we about that. They not to today. Doring just to send message safe. It just send message. Okay. So we actually been not able for transfer $690 to Doring. $690. We down there in Lyons. Now let me see something. Papa God. Okay, let's watch. 8 million something. Okay, yeah. Let's watch. Then all the transaction for I don't see them. The money we in Lyons na 8 million. Sister admin, what in this bar? Visit a doctor the right for. Okay, let's watch. I don't see now. 8 million something. Yeah, total amount 679 after they don't cut some taxes them. $678. Yeah, a commot 8,287,000. This is not the Cash App no more. The Zelle, if not so they call them Zelle, they go on Wednesday, and then they do the Zelle transfer. And after that, the other money that we don't go na tongue, we they calculate that one they all. Let we see how much totally we don't get. That's not for Dofa. where now the old people at home, yeah. So we will get for take that into consideration. Una, thank you very, very much. Yeah, Suzella now, okay. So we let's just watch this again. Remind you say before we come to Mohamed Kamaraimba and can tell una who done the devil behind Mohamed Kamaraimba in detain or arrest, yeah. When they come back just now, let's just watch this thing, quick one.
Today, Dofa, we come na grafting camp. This now one of the places them where most of the old people where we can see they beg on the street, especially along Kisi Road. Most of them are this particular place who are they so today na here they reside. But most of them, the places them outside the day when at the shelter, a very day in a bad condition. See this now some of the places look, you know, like the kitchen, where if rain can, we go wash everything away. Look at the block. Where they touch ourselves, you see, it's something I can. So you see this is another place. When we old people, this person even able to come inside because everything don't be disjointed. See the place? So this old person are in there without a house because he not able to get side for stay. Because look at how the place stay. We again become the last time. Wash everything away, all the place don't full with dirty and everything.
You couldn't make me now say for other friend, very good. Look at the foot there. You see, man, swear. And look no more the chin of Pulian, another can't choke now, Papa, and I can't say not to take for shame. When I see I know the other room always be no way they don't know about come back now. And how they choke them, me grand picking them, me picking the old mama, they really suffer. But when you can't meet me as you don't know, not all myself at the brink, I no get polite and say for Cassido. Leader like me, people like the guy, this is shameless now, now you want to kill me. I tell Miss K, I say Miss K, I know the guy chance, I go begin like saying, now this the one, I say, but if you don't help me, Miss K, I say, me, I don't disgrace. When I say, let them go to chief fair, that tell God to take me to Maada and come meet me this hour, they live like, so you not go fight for me, Mama, they already help me. For God, I never be there.
So this is the room, upper side, no form safe. Form not there for the dog. Please, when I see, Pasai do not even get a phone for the dom. Pasai do the lidon a matter. At the age, now matter the lidon for sleep. It just make the cement and look at the floor, nothing. This now outside Pasai in Pekin and they sleep. Pasai do not get phone, so the Pekin and self is the same thing. Then just lay down a job. They don't even get matter, and just like bags them. Now they Pekin and they lay down.
Me have been driver 20 years and I know driving as I don't. As you do kill, I go make a big out for it.
Okay, this is the
veranda. Yes, I cover this toilet because the toilet and the two window the veranda. This is the thing. This change in the morning. Yeah.
Grass mattress.
I left in that way. Me three about them don't die. They left two pikin. The one not rich or woman business. The water about the second one and you're picking that the 2 months. The other one 2 months. This even the grip in Papa die. And the little wrapper in Papa die. Now suffer no more. They buy even for food. They for take care of the chance no day. At times I go for small picking there. They give you something for me. They can eat to me. God why they serve. Where is that they tell you so it's not easy for me.
This again another place where it really in a bad condition when our aged also stay inside this particular place. So we kindly calling on every Sierra Leoneans. You were there into construction. You get shop where they sell building materials. We they appeal to everybody for come on board. Let we do something for the old people here. So because at this stage now we don't need. So please, nothing is small. You get cement, you get zinc, you get whatever. Therefore do towards this them building there. So logo make them good. We even need mattresses then because you see some of them they outside they sleep. So one of them they don't matter at that age, old person at that age. You know get a foam for lidom. They don't at the the matter for them, even if picking them all where they look up to them because as an elderly person, and able for go again go fair unless they go on streets or go bigger. But with all the bigger, then they do go bigger, then able for make them place decent. So they kindly ask on people. I know we have Soyat people, then we they call on the churches them, we they call on the mosques, we they call on institutions them, we they call on individuals them in and out of salon. Let we do something for them with people there, so we hold people them. Remember, say we said before reach their age, and old age now something we can always say old is age, but this kind of old age is very sad for them when they never forget better side for them with all the contribution they don't make in society. At this age now they need to support them because the rains not the fight again. Very soon rains will come. We see few days ago we see every winds they blow, where the show say this year we likely forget more rains than previous years. So please let old people them not go there. We wake one morning we read and say thousands of them we don't lost them because of every downfall. So please come on board and support we before give back to the old people there. So.
Donation. Well, of course, Fambulem, as una don't see the video where we play for una usai this young lady they talk, but then people are where they suffer. Well, this na the lady where the champion Doffer, where we be asked for una help these few days for try for see how we all they put hands together and support them people there. Well, we play the video for make you know how them people are they live. Life we get for help each other. Yeah, we only suffer, we know. But sufferness, they by standard, they by grade, they by level. So do ya still the donation they go on? Who that one for donate for make we help them people there? The lines them they, the ways them they way they send the money. And we now this house don't take a venture say we they build this Mami Osh. Who say we been put na the house say we want 25 million. But we don't get plenty money now we I think now 8 or 9 million left for make we full up the 25 million. 8, right?
Well, we will get for the final because I think we don't go far. Today we don't send 8 million something. Wednesday we will send another, and then money they already to Doreen where we they put there we can know the final almost we don't get. But what waiting I know no more, I know say with family members them be able to make we build this there.
Of course. So just like we had the talk, now the amount that they will be called, but if any other person want for put self, make we get more than that money.
So waiting
with
is
the help other
interesting
people
right now. We want for say God bless you all first of all, and we want for tell you plenty thank you. I just they get what this event them say. Some other people because not to one person that you see this the one that always then show then segmentize them. For example, that woman we been the cry we take them. Yeah, one other one day where Bishop I don't know if Abuko Madane instead been taken, and then we get other person we take them. But interestingly, a lot some disappointment don't they come from another set. I know we will tell you right party it, but another set disappointment on the can. So waiting we did look forward to if we get waiting we for use for done this other that woman in a left we they do spill over we they send and go over to somebody else and help them for do so. Please continue for support we still need and we still need. Usai other person go tire, we family no go tire. We believe that and we trust in we family members them. So now that, yeah, una still rich. So that don't promise mattress, so that don't promise different things than cement. We appreciate una all and we trust una say una go actually make we reach to that point where everybody could be happy at the end of the day. So we very much happy and we tell una thank you, let God bless una. Osai it come out, let God make more goodie. Yeah? We appreciate una. We move. Okay, so now we can go to another issue. This one very fine. This one very, I don't know if I'm critical, I will say. But let's watch this thing first quickly. If you don't take the information down. Yes, antiamina suffer pass. So now that make na antiamina in your host we take. Yeah. And let's just comment quick on the issue of Amadou not give that man chance for talk and mix up. Yeah, you see sometimes then they you can try, but if journalists are mortal man. And then he asked Lima question when Lima not able for answer, and you not go ask her again. He asked her waiting the constitution, say, but Lima say knock out the constitution, so he not go able for court time. So simple, it don't escape. It don't show how incapable Lima dey with regards that particular issue there. So I think yes, if na myself, I go press for no more about waiting na the things the way this man wants or waiting he get. So I think saying just that Amado will try for do. We move. Now let me go inside and see something. This picture we na the see na Muhammad Kamaraimba Mansare and in first term running mate we na Aja Abdallah. Na ine Amadou Lamrana Ba. Amadou Lamrana Ba. Na name all. So this na a running mate Aja Abdallah. Now, with the look say, anytime where the issue of Kamaraimba come up, would that first the kind of you mind? A Fatima NT, Bible, here we go.
Of course, now Fatima and Iman.
Everybody.
But
yes, continue.
But just like waiting, I be say when we start the program, when they look for your worst enemy, not go far, look under your foot. Of course, this will be the talk behind the camera yesterday, my brother. We start telling us, I say, Slpp, it just sound like how we operate so. If anybody come out there and know all your secrets, he use them for can fetch you. Would that you feel say, now go leak your secrets? Who say we had the this, how we had the gather information, don't somebody just come out from the other house. He come for can fetch, now we had. And he focus all that to Slpp. Now that cooker. Now so the picture where they show you Usai Kamaraimba is this dry memuna in hand. You know, wickedness. Not to today.
Selfishness. Greed,
selfishness.
Big eye.
Not to today it begin.
And self-centeredness.
Betray. Not to today it begin. All the time when we talk about Muhammad Kamaraimba Mansare, to start with Muhammad Kamaraimba Mansare, the way and manner how the SLPP judiciary handle the case, don't tell you say the offense where they allege, the particular offense where they allege me, Bible, they talk say now, not to that offense they make the whole up to now. What to make I draw a background from that side in? If Prince Adin of all people, Prince Adin, we kill somebody, he go, then they make a case, they pull out. Outside the blood fetam, even when they pull out, I don't know the statement where for kind your speech. Now, but Samuel Kamara can't have the talk. Where it's in the fetam, they pull out. If LSC, whether the Alex say a kill person, Kiateka Bio come and get a presidential pardon, then get a passport, then even show the exit point for left the country. After the fake we with big English, say they revoke the presidential pardon with them get. All the grounds here, now I can tell you, see, the way a manner where the SLPP judiciary, the power court system where we get, how they handle Kamaraimba in case, you know, fear to me and you.
So before we reach to that we know the gist now, You see some of them party there where they come up, so then just want for let them see them, then get recognition. Same goes to some of we within at the media, it's at the social media. All we need, recognition. Tomorrow we get written and giwi, we move on. But if you get the country at heart, you do know exactly waiting for do. Let's take now to the division of these two people. Muhammad na the only person we been get running mate with a woman. Muhammad na in make this woman become known everywhere. In as much as it been get in already play and it been strong. But Muhammad through the ADP, because of one reason, na when he made it been get with a woman, everybody become, you know, I don't know, everybody be one for no other than this person, so that is why it become popular. Now going to the election and the runoff, I be actually they talk to somebody we contest under ADP. This woman, when the election time come, they all vote. When the runoff come, then they get for make an agreement inside the party. Say, okay, Aja Abdallah, you, for let we know, because now two party and we know one for take sides, let we divide, then they go yonder, then they go yonder. Aja Abdallah go na SLPP, Muhammad in go over, and then do the runoff. Now, the agreement where they been get, if they support any side where they win, then for able for battle them with some position them. But that no mean say they're not a member of the party they again. Then for able for battle them, and then they get some strong people them inside the party where they for able for help. Like some people when they look forward forget okay, some people when they look forward forget, you know, scholarship, for go study and other things then. This all na part of the arrangement where the two party then be make with ADP. Now, when this thing come up, position can come up, SLPP win, and then Abdallah Aja can get this. That's not the end of the road. Now, when Muhammad Kamaraimba begin can go very hard on SLPP, it can be now target for even a running mate. Now, like waiting Alpha Khan in your situation, like na so Abdallah in your day. Now, Abdallah been get for work very hard with the SLPP for let them keep Muhammad Kamaraimba Mansari shut up. But the question now, how we for do for let Muhammad not get much for talk? My brother use this word continuously say, if which man able you, now for look under your foot. Yeah, famous Beatles singer back, eh? Now for look under your foot. Now like this. Aja Abdallah don't work with Muhammad Kamaraimba plenty here. Within the term, already they campaign and form the party and all of them things there. So now, Aja Abdallah don't get a job. You know with me?
We fly.
He don't get a job. So now, he no need for left in job for anybody, and nobody no need for come and get and become obstacle to in job. So he need for clear the bush. So he been get for need for strategize. And then he fit the information. Now Aja Abdallah na be the resident minister Northwest. Aja Abdallah na the minister, deputy minister of trade. You feel say why, or you don't ever sit down and ask yourself the question, say, this woman be the ADP. Why there's so much cherish him? Now because he dey work or waiting. He dey work or na other thing.
They do double work. The work
yes.
boku.
So now, it gets a role where it play. If Mohammed been continue for say certain things them, if I don't cripple the SLPP long time. Because the point where Mohammed been done reach now, it been don't begin to move away from the radio and television series. And then Mohammed been don't begin for say, it did do waiting and call this thing for me please. It did do audio. Every month, Mohammed do audio. They look at the finances of the country, how the government is spent, and waiting they happen. It they make all them break down and day. So they say, oh, this one too early. If we allow Mohammed, problem good day. So Aja been get for fair way how it go able to get information for let them close this man down. And Aja sabi every part where Mohammed the waka. So now him become the Judah inside this whole series. But nobody take note of him, and nobody no the attention no go to him. Because it been just there behind the scene, they work, and then the police and the judiciary they take up the issue. You go begin to ask a question. How comes this reach to this? Why? Even one time in the before then they move on where it will finally go, then we don't begin get some issue. So then they really no say because it don't begin get some issue with Muhammad, na ina the best person for bring Muhammad down, and ain't able for feed the authority with any information. So that's not exactly what it do for protect in job. And you see, because it do the right thing for protect in job, in your own way, it don't get promotion. Now, the same thing where it do, now they bring Alpha Khan for can do. Alpha Khan, they play in card very well. And for Cisse, he able for do exactly what they bring Khan for do. No way no day, when the SLPP they bring somebody inside, where you know they bring her for a reason. Because you begin asking now, waiting at the crime really where Mohammed commit, when make in own trial, where he can this month, Pastor, he come back one. Even when they say he's sick, he know they move. This mamia, well, I don't know if now dry season. Dry season actually gets serious role. Can you imagine? Look in face. Also the thing, one video been there where Mohammed been the talk. If you see how this make in face, you didn't know say something wrong. And not until today, this woman don't begin the finger in boss. One time in there where some people them stand up against Muhammad. Now Ina been the pioneer. Even the term inside the party, then stand up against them. Ina been the pioneer because instead get young people them where they work with. So all them they need for do now for make sure say them put Muhammad completely in a black. When they fail in that first project day for make young members then stand up against them, that is why they strategize and come out again with another method. Where this time around, then see say they don't get any grounds, but they get for Olam. Because they say they put the attention per answer for our girls and touch no waiting how they call them. So now you begin for see the role where this the Wizard of the OZ. What's they call them? Then get a book then say the Wizard of the OZ. I don't know if that's so. So this not the real devil. The Fatima, because everybody now, Fatima not only do the thing. Now this mommy, now do the game. Now do
Fatima na the face.
Fatima always can be face. In fact, Fatima not get idea. This now work the business. Now in sell them like how Judah sell Jesus. Not so they say. He give a last kiss all. They sell her now. And now the silver when they buy Muhammad with now in the enjoy so right now. Bible, I listen.
Hey, brother. Think you don't do all. You really don't do all. This will just bring them for make with people them know the roots. We tell them so they can't look you can't offend the devil or the witch where they be Muhammad Kamaraimba is sufferness today. But one thing where I know the God where we always serve, it's not the same God who.
Because Bible, look at this thing. If really not a genuine thing, yeah. This woman here, Muhammad, now they walk. Look where they be close as running mates and Flagbearer. They all two just get an agreement. Say you support that, you support that. And the way position come, we come back to the party. We can't. But from when Muhammad don't get this case, you ever hear it come up and say anything, or you ever hear it then say he go visit? It's not possible. In fact, it's not mix against safe.
If Salom been there like America, outside you go buy God the license, but who don't go? Because the snitch will get that country. Salom people will get bad bitch, all thing bad they will away. Which something which they will away. If Salom don't be like any America, but outside they get you gone, you license. Like Bokuman, don't go rest. Because somebody like this, just imagine, we tie, now we do this, you go so, you go so. We will succeed, now this will for go. At the end of the day, you say no, therefore shut me down, for make me enjoy the benefit, 4-5 months for enjoy me one grand enjoy. Upon all the benefits, they enjoy no looks. No looks. That young guy said where they sell Johnson said he was corner in super. He get that kind of looks where he pass at least man they watch him. It'll be attractive. But for all the Babala money, most of them no looks.
This is
just like waiting you talk, me brother. Salon, make God help me. But one thing for sure, where we believe, I still repeat and say the God where we serve, when are the true God. Trust me, you know the weak I say. Either it is sleep. When you do something today, you did laugh. Other person they shed tears. My brother, time they reach, you they cry past that person. Life how they live. I always say this. It's just like a school timetable. If when you go in the morning, you get mathematics, history, physics, chemistry, bruh, na so normal the timetable. And na so we life day. Meaning, some people are there on this planet Earth, where God don't design the star, they don't design how they get for be. However you try for put them down, you know they able. You go punish them at the moment. As soon as he step up from that punishment, God, the designer for B, who that he wants him for B.
How Joseph been Tarek?
Good.
Can punish and then sell her. At the end of the day, not so he can be the waiting back.
Mandela also come away become a president.
Well, they call now.
So this is not the thing. If you feel say you turn snake for bet somebody, when that thing they change by you, bruh, this particular woman, he get for feel this pinch, but not to today. One thing for sure, government, power, not to forever. But just like when we can talk power not to pay for give man for taste. Some people when she get a taste, it they become dumb, it a big fool, it a hound. Who said for it to a hand, not to hand they want it with now. Selfishness to the highest degree. Well, look the simple thing for prove we say we not just talk no more because we want talk. What did this woman don't do? How many press release we don't pull or letter where you don't really say this woman don't pull for emboss trade? Who say he get ready to show where he talk and mention Muhammad Kamaraimba in talk? Because right now, not to know the I do say he don't go visit this man at Pandema Road. Who say? Because now The one on the any small thing you do, camera they capture you. But one thing for sure, it just sound like when man they wet. When you pull out point arm, it they go far at the end of the day, it's still the end now. You foot. Now that people did the end. Now so it turn like some motor man. So until the way they do. I do. When the coin they change, now you foot it, they can't end. I just get a faith, see. God, where he don't design you for be a better person. Nobody not able to bring you down. They will disturb you. Honestly, they will disturb you. But nobody not able to put you down. Because where God say yes, now everlasting yes, not a mortal man. You yes. Wait tomorrow, wait on, he say no. I rest my case.
Get my rest. So, you know, now like when Chernobyl they ask a question the other day say, the question is why it takes so long for make we come out. The same question we go ask, why all this time people not actually see the writing at the wall. You see, sometimes in the way we do this program, that is why we can say we na ORS. You get people where they swear we, you get people where they bless we. So now different, now two taste, eh? We get
of course
ORS not to salt and sugar. Yeah?
Of course.
All get use. Sometimes they find forget swear. Sometimes they find forget blessing. But we feel say no more, the blessing will pass. Well, it left to God. Now God now know the munku. So when we did do this program, we always dey ask God for open we eye on certain things them. For reveal certain things. Like you can say the man of God them, the imam, the how you call them, pastors and all. They can pray to God overnight. We pray and ask God for open we eye on certain things then. We don't see this thing, but you know really clear. Now you don't see, I know say by now, when we don't come out with this thing, so you go begin for see them now. All, in fact, I know say people go begin process and pass how we don't process them, and we go begin see some things then they come out. You know, God gets time for everything. It reach time where it is say no, it do so. And once it say it do so, na small thing. Like, I don't know if not Algeria also. When things become very rubbish for the people, then waiting happen. Now just one green person. Now he stand up, burn himself, waiting happen so. They say the Arab Spring. Yeah? Different angle then now. So, I don't know. We don't want to take prize for anything. We don't want to say we don't open the eye or we don't start the lane. But we don't attempt for you understand something. And also you can do them. And you can do them past we. Do a research now and let you see how best your research can go. And let you see things then they begin come out. But this woman need for no say, we don't know waiting at the dirty game where it don't play. Where it feels say it enjoy. And then in comping, they suffer right now. But hey.
The dirty game where it didn't play, me brother. It still didn't play.
It's well fine because oh my God, continue my boy.
It still didn't play. And honestly, me from Bulem, this is not just the beginning. You know, this particular case, but people will say, "Oh, I'm not talking about Kamaraimba, I'm not talking about Kamaraimba." We did take with time for do things. We did take patience for investigate issues. This particular issue, we did go on by series. Because some of them people there, if we know they leak their secrets them, this not get for stop. If we know they expose them people there, this not get for stop. Now the same thing they go on back to them at APC so. Where up to now, people they look up to them, say, now they for can rescue this situation, and then they come back na power. Where up to now, well, people can say APC, now so then they went time for election and the fed. APC now the most senseless fed and risk fed than they are right now. Because inside the fed, you get out the fed whether they pay money, you get out the fed maybe for the interest of the people, you get out the fed for the interest of itself. So even the sense the fed no make no sense. It's senseless and it's risky for the people of Sierra Leone. As everybody they look up to, they say, now them for take governance come 2023 if the people vote fine. Now, so it sounds like some of the issues there where we did talk about Kamaraimba. If you get somebody like this, it don't come close to you. It don't come know your secret. You don't know how you work. It just sounds like somebody want to hold me. Don't say, say me ready for you the information of Bible. Because they operate in the way, certain things we not expect so they talk, so they talk. Certain way I for go, or where him for go, we dey discuss them. So in any angle where somebody want get me, the easiest possible for give information, na Slpp. If he don't tell you, say 2 o'clock, go wait for Justin this for Bible this side. Just go to the meeting. Because if even I not tell at the time, it will make sure for call me, bring another topic where me go feel say not to that guy. Which side they by this also side. Okay, I want to meet today. I must meet you except day. I get time. Now give the information. So go meet at the day. Now so it sounds like some of them kind evil people there. But one thing for sure, that money where if you say they can make on top Kamaraimba in aid, this God Almighty Allah, they make it, they enjoy them. We don't see people now this world where they don't control money. They don't control money till they beg them. We don't see caretaker them. I mean, presidents they don't rule a country. Today, if you see some of them condition, they ever believe. So don't just believe, say, by you going back of somebody, go stab them, for make you survive, for make you smile, for make you enjoy, you don't succeed. It's not possible. So just like what I say, Mohamed Kamaraimba, in case, he asked for left. And Mohamed Kamaraimba, in case, anybody who want to get a report of him, you get for take your time and patience for get the actual information we are supposed to give out to your people for making not give wrong information. But this particular one, we don't do our see we go break first. We don't come back with this case. And this case, now by series now they bring up. Because of time, not so everything we can with so. Now just the beginning. But as time goes on, we will bring you more information. We concern Mohamed Kamaraimba in alleged offense where they gam. When me, at the talk and now say, not to make them olam. Because they don't manifest everything. We say, even the man sick, for make them, headed people not lecture alone. For make them full with the people, then bring an accord, then grant some bail. Waiting next they do, they make the bail condition too tough for the man. So that just tell you, say, SLPP, they know exactly what they do. Plus this woman, where they behind this man. If you don't can give somebody bail condition, like say, you're not even willing, that never let just fool yourself because also the people, everybody know it you now they after. But again, the one day where puts their hand on this case of Mohamed Kamaraimba Mansari, the family, hey, God, it is you now will be calm and give evidence. The family, where them pass behind, where maybe you say, una self don't see, don't regret them. God, it is you now. Now it make you they see some people the way me in a street self. So until the way think back no more, they get appetite for episode.
So look at this thing. Look at this thing. From let's go to the court testimony. The person where they allege say he penetrate. He give dates where he and Mohamed Kamaraimba Mansari day. He give date where he say na he Mohamed Kamaraimba go pull up in condition. Then it can be to say, according to the nurse we go testify, person we not begin do mommy and daddy business it. They not dey give prevention until you don't begin for slap before them begin give prevention. So it can happen for say this pikin then be don't give prevention long before the time where he say Muhammad go broke am. You see? But all of them things there, they unfold themselves. All they unfold themselves. But yet still, they still keep them. Let me make this clear. We not say Muhammad not do, and at the same time, we not say Muhammad do. The court get right for make, now only the court can make that decision day. For say he guilty or he not guilty. What we concerned about? For delay the justice. Now like we don't deny injustice. In rights to justice. Fair and guilty, he spending time there. We all know say he guilty. But you know go Olam, the trial, 2 years, 3 years, you just the trial no more, you no get a bail. That other person, Khadija in case, for example, where they allege say they do mommy and daddy business power, they end up for make the picking go down 6 feet. They don't give them bail self, they don't forget, they don't, in fact, they don't discharge and acquit and discharge the case. Whereas this, now just allegation, they don't prove anything. Nothing, just allegation. Whereas the evidence them when they come up, totally they contradict themselves. But yet still, they all am. So you see now, between me and you, we not say, not so that mommy and daddy business where they say do na make like we me brother don't say. But we know. Now they work them. Now the same thing with China. And China are aware of that there. If China, if he not say in a China, if he not say in a China, let's give them chance. Okay, well not to that no more. Bible sembe pie. If una no say una na man there.
Maslunge airport no. No.
Well, interestingly, I don't mean no say people they really the follow we or they really don't sabi we. Now today na able for no. Now me call person no more. I just say na me name say me pay. Now I say I know. I say I scared. So we get for, especially when you want for do things, for expose certain things, and you have to be very careful with things, all kind of things that they come around you get for be very careful. And one big thing way for the night man, that content. If not that, hey. If not that, hey. You know go easy. Oh yeah. Bible. Yeah. No easy, brother. But God day. I got no.
They go patrol. God is there all the time.
Well, somebody call this mommy juice no. Interestingly, watch no why Asian na two. Watch I tie it then the close way na two. If you which boom. Remember one video being come out, we be circulate, where the woman or on a man, I think a woman and where they sit up at the boom. It dance now the people in the yard. It go inside those communal. Now the same boom. Now so this mommy feel. Waiting.
They're so wicked. But only photos them where the mommy get like this now put 9 photo.
No, this one we just want to show you how he able for how he end how they call him Fatima. Sorry, how he Muhammad.
Nothing not changed, but I'm not so still there. Nothing. Slpp, now you dey talk. Nothing not changed, but I'm not so still there. I beg ya. Team face.
I'm not getting no name. I need call Andrea Sisi get I think a which boom.
It's another country.
But boy, this is gonna it which one I've all take 10.
They're ready for fly.
If they go continue for fly.
Like in boss. Now you know man they got to because now you get appointment tomorrow for going to State House.
No, me you don't say me na cyborg, nobody don't give me for member.
Okay.
We go start the meet up.
Now you get appointment for go State House tomorrow. Go down more.
I swear.
Nah, then I'm in corner.
Today Monday.
Of course.
I wish na this woman in talk no more before talk today. Love for be waiting people and think about her. Because
well, this is not the first lap. Not the first lap.
No, so don't lie. People not appreciate this message.
At the first lap.
You know that day? People.
Well, you get forgetting people and do the challenge.
Hey, yeah, by the way, Abig, tell us, how they call him, which boomle, get out of here.
Sure.
Get out of here.
Anyway. Plenty. Thank you to.
Calm. By the way, calm.
It's not a problem, ba.
You want sleep, I faint by you.
No, I dey talk, I dey sleep, you dey craze. This guy no well low for ambulance. Sick. Anyway. I don't know. But I think now so we dey wrap up the program for today.
I think we just want to let people know say that bad name when they can put Pam Fatima not to anyone who get the mastermind behind, get the brain, get the rich boom behind, get the one way na Judas na he sell Jesus for that silver and the silver.
Sister, me now two they sell na Russia for go out the oil.
What?
Sister bring a rich boom.
Yes. And Tina boyfriend did it now.
Man. Anyway, family, plenty. Thank you to una. All we don't come and watch, share, like the program, both YouTube and Facebook. Well, we know what gap we know
for end the program, so it's all I say this to take you yearly.
And you go sleep, what's that problem?
That's how they are today.
We know they tire for telling about Dofa. Now the people them we stand firm for help. We all people that where they suffer in the country. Well, we still tell una say the floor open for the donation. Whatever little way you get, to we na big thing. To Dofa na big thing. Even na €1, £1, 1,000 leons, $1. Not take and say a small one. You name them, the different currency them. Even a one, not a small one. You must buy something. Or you must use them for buy water for the workers then. So please, we fumble them. The floor still open for the donation so we be able to help life. I always say, sufferness. It is by grade. Sufferness past sufferness. Well, being a Bible record live from the north.
By the way, I swear this program even long past chairman program.
I don't know. Anyway, until we meet again tomorrow. Another beautiful edition.
Again, nightmare.
Tata, Mambule, me, I don't go. Now they left you. And today they show you two color.
By the way, wait till you sabi that song. Conky no go. They go. And sabi what I sabi. Okay. I mean, I can make like 9 old. I think for Conky in waiting, not sabi. I mean, I get out of here. Anyway, I appreciate una also so much. Thank una all for una time una don't spend with we. I find out say una still they enjoy the program. But we don't tire. I think we all they go rest now and they come back tomorrow by God in power. Okay? So we thank una all very, 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 very much. We love una so much. Okay?
Start mini Congo sa. He did YouTube, he did Facebook, he did na the WhatsApp group. We dey send you for go left full letter. We had letter na state house.
It continue for fly. Algeria is we want to find out more about them and then we go talk about that and not today, yeah? We don't tire, we go yes now Algeria. Yeah? Mauluda. We'll get on to now, yeah? Please. Alright guys, we tell you plenty thank you until we meet again. It's another beautiful edition of a program we had. Please share the program and if you not turn on the notification please continue for do them once no more, yeah? And one important message I go left before we go. So I'm thinking the notification not they go. Make sure say I see the 9 o'clock salon time the check. So then we can late, but continue for the check after any 10 minutes. Yeah, if you come, you go see them. If you not come, you go not say we not come. Okay. So but go the check no more. Yeah. Until we meet again, we love you all so much. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night. Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam.
Rahmatullah. Barakatuh.
Today, Dofa, we come na grafting camp. This is one of the places them where most of the old people where we can see they bigger on the street, especially along Kisi Road. Most of them are this particular place who are they so today na here they reside. But most of them, the places them who side they when are the shelter, a very day in a bad condition. See, this are some of the places them. Look, here are like the kitchen, where if rain come, we go wash everything away. Look at the block. Where you touch yourself, you see, it's something I can. So you see, this is another place. When we old people, this person never come inside because everything don't be disjointed. See the place? So this old person are in there without a house because you know able get side for stay. Because look at how the place stay. When again we come the last time, wash everything away, all the place don't full with dirty and everything.
You couldn't make me now say, for I got that very good. Look at the foot there. You see, man, where's well. And look no more the thing of Puli and another can't choke now, Papa, and I can't say, not to think for shame. When I see outside, know the other room all will be nowhere, they don't know about come back now, and I would choke them, picking the old mama, they really suffer. But when you can't meet me, as you don't know, not all myself at the brink, and no get polite and say for Cassido. Leader like me, people like the guy, this is shameless now, now you want to kill me. I tell Miss K, I say Miss K, I know the guy chance, I go begin like saying that this the money, I say, but if you don't help me, Miss K, I say me, I don't disgrace. When I say let them go to chief fair, that tell God to take me to Maada and come meet me this hour, they live like so, you know, go find for me, Mama, do you want to help me? For God, I never do that.
So this is the room. Up aside, no form safe. Form not there for the dog. Please, when I see, aside do not even get a form for the dog. Aside do the lay down a matter. At the age, now matter the lay down for sleep. It just make the cement and look at the floor, nothing. This now outside aside in picking and they sleep. Aside do not get form, so the picking and self is the same thing. Then just lay down a job. They don't even get matter, and just like bags them. Now they picking and they lay down.
Me have been driver 20 years and I know driving as I sit down. As you go kill I go make a big out for it.
Okay, this
Well,
is the veranda.
yes, I cover this toilet because the toilet and the two window the veranda. This is it the thing. This children the morning. It's here.
Grass mattress.
And left in that room. Me three about them don't die. They left two pikin. The one not rich for woman business. The one about the second one, you're picking now the 2 months. The other one 2 months. This even the grip in Papa die. And the little rapper in Papa die. Now suffer no more. They buy even for food. They for take care of the chance no day. At times I go for small picking there. They give you something for me. They can eat to me. God what they serve. Where is that they tell you so it's not easy for me.
This again another place where it really in a bad condition when our aged also stay inside this particular place. So we kindly calling on every Sierra Leoneans. You were there into construction. You get shop where they sell building materials. We they appeal to everybody for come on board. Let we do something for the old people here. So because at this stage now we don't need. So please, nothing is small. You get cement, you get zinc, you get whatever. Therefore do towards this them building there. So logo make and good. We even need mattresses then because you see some of them they outside and they sleep. So one of them they don't matter. At that age, old person at that age, you don't get a phone for lidom. They don't have the matter for lidom, even a picking them all where they look up to them because as an elderly person, they never for go again go fair them unless they go on the streets or go bigger. But with all the bigger, then they go bigger. They never for make them place decent. So they kindly ask on people. I know we have Soyat people that we they call on the churches them, we they call on the mosques, we they call on institutions them, we they call on individuals them in and out of salon. Let we do something for them with people there so we hold people them. Remember, say we said before reach their age, And old age now something we can always say old is age, but this kind of old age is very sad for them, where they never forget better side for them with all the contribution they don't make in society. At this age now they need to support them because the rains not if again. Very soon rains will come. We see few days ago we see every winds they blow, where the show say this year we likely forget more rains than previous years. So please let all people them not go there we wake one morning we read and say thousands of them we don't lost them because of every downfall. So please come on board and support we let we forgive back to the old people there. So